Chief, let me ask you about the Ninth Circuit, the Court of Appeals decision that decided that forest roads are point sources that require industrial discharge permits. Last year in the Approps bill, language was included that temporarily prevented this ruling from taking place. So the question to you this morning is whether or not insertion of that language actually allowed the Forest Service to get more work done on the ground. Was that helpful, not helpful? Can you just kind of speak to how that played out?
Well, Senator, it allowed us to continue to do what we've been doing to address the need for clean water, and that's to follow the use of our best management practices that we've been relying on to address any potential concerns of erosion, coming off of logging roads. It's something we're working closely with EPA as they move forward. Once again, they had a court order they had to address. But to be able to work with them to find a way that we can continue to use our best management practices, to be able to apply that, because it has proven to be very effective, not only on the national forests, but also on the private forested lands that almost, I think, every state requires the use of best management practices, and they've been effective to address the potential concerns and be able to not only meet the intent of the Clean Water Act, but also to address any concerns with impacts to water.
So if in fact this has actually helped you, is there a reason that you didn't request extension of this authority in the budget this year? You mentioned you're working with EPA. I understand that we need to do that. But if it's proven effective, why wouldn't we want to continue this?
Well, I'm optimistic that through the work of the EPA, we'll be able to find an administrative path forward to be able to address this. And so that's where I'm optimistic we'll be able to get that done.
Can you give me any indication at this point in time that you think you have that administrative authority?
We do not have it at this point in time, but we're continuing to work closely with the EPA, and I'd be glad to, as those discussions move forward and the decisions made by the EPA on what steps they're going to take, we'll make sure that we provide that information to you.
Okay, I would appreciate that, because if it appears that isn't possible, if you've indicated that you think you've actually made some improvements, you've been able to get some additional work done on the ground, then maybe we need to look again to reinserting that language.